Welcome back, Awakened Intuitives. Welcome to any new Awakened Intuitives. Natalie here. We are back to do a reading on Sumerian-Annunaki, and this kind of led up from my readings from Babylon, goddess Inanna, Ishtar, and ancient civilizations that I've covered, just a few. And so we're going to start with the Angel Wisdom cards. We're going to pull some general oracle energy messages on Sumerian-Annunaki. I do have some Babylon Sumer music playing in the background. I do not own the rights to. All this information is for entertainment purposes only. Truth is always stranger than fiction. Let me glow, let you glow. Use your discernment. Unconditional love and light, so be it. I do have some new things here. I rearranged. I had some loved ones give me some birthday presents, early birthday presents. And this little tree right here is a money tree. That was from a loved one. And this beautiful blue rose light back here was also from a loved one. You could also do just white lights. It's so pretty. I actually am going to turn this one on as well. This is my son's. I've been stealing my kids' lights, but thank you, loved ones, so much. Let's begin, and I'm going to read after the general messages some information about Sumeria and the Anunnaki, and then we'll begin the reading. So all of these decks will be listed in the description below in the order of the video. There will be timestamps in the description below and the comments below, so if you are interested, feel free. So Divine Source, Creator, Protectors, Ancestors of Love and Light only from the Angel Wisdom cards, can you give us a general energy message on the Sumerian Anunnakis, please? Before we begin, we have light. Ooh, that one is so interesting because we were just talking about my lights. Light illuminates darkness and gloom, bringing hope and inspiration. Ask the angels to fill you with more light, for it contains spiritual information and knowledge. That's what we're here for. These are keys to the universe and bring love and peace, as well as unlocking the wisdom within you. Oh my goodness, exactly, yes. As your light becomes stronger and clearer, you will find clarity and purpose. You will radiate brightly and become a beacon, reminding others of the divine help available. Angel Wisdom suggests you ask the angels to ignite and strengthen the divine flame within you. Affirmation, I am a light. Wow, okay. Super interesting. Now we're going to pull from the Awakened Dreamer Oracle. And then we'll do one more after this and begin reading some information on Sumeria, Sumer, Babylon, the gods and goddesses, the deities, and the Anunnaki. All right, thank you. Wanderlust of Must. That's interesting as well. Take time today to wander into the wavelength of wonder. Float without a destination. Move when you are moved and create without an agenda. Oh, okay. Yes. All right. Even just a few minutes of sacred sabbatical opens the floodgates to untold inspiration. There's two cards with inspiration there. Wow. All right. One last one from the Shaman Wisdom cards. We're going to keep all these in mind during our reading. Okay. One more, please, from the Shaman Wisdom cards. Divine Source, Creator, Protectors, Ancestors of the Love and Light only. Oh, well, we got two. All right. From the Shaman Wisdom cards, we've got number 13, Eagle. So this is sight, being able to be above, seeing below. East, masculine air. Then we have number 47, Maple, masculine. West, Jupiter, air. So 2 air, 2 masculine. And the 13 we could add up to a 4, which is home, family, structure, stability, foundations. And the 47 would be a 12. We could reduce that to a 3, which is communication, transportation, journeys, maybe even technology. Eagle, maple. Let's read a little bit more about these two. All right. Number 13, eagle. Eagle, east, masculine, air. I am eagle. I am power. If I have flown into your array today, I'm here to help you see the big picture in the minute details. I'm your third eye vision. I gave you courage and focus. Let me share with you my abilities to help you achieve your highest aspirations. Nothing stops me. Wow. As I climb close to the sun in great spirit, I see all below me with wide perspective and acute clarity. I see the whole in the detail. My third eye insight gives me inner vision, spiritual power. My innate dance of connection to spirit helps me conquer fear with courage and daring. It energizes and focuses me. I now understand more acutely convergent and divergent thinking. I see the whole picture while bringing one idea into line. I act on it with courage and daring, reaching successful conclusions. I am free. I am freedom. I feel my wide wings span, carry me, hold me. I have abilities to help you accomplish it all. Wow. Okay. I think that's about Anunnaki giving humanity a foundation, or that's where our foundation and structure has stemmed from. Okay, now number 47, Maple, masculine, West, Jupiter era. Jupiter's about expansion as well. I am Maple. My sap flows to provide sweet syrup. Okay, I've got information coming up. Give to the world that what you have to offer. See, wow, let it flow, go with the seasons. I grow to be very old. Wow, look around you for old souls, old friends, and old loves. Circulation is how my powers make prosperity part of your path. I am sweetness. Okay, that is so interesting. Super interesting. All right, so now what we're going to do is timestamp the information read. And then we're going to begin reading some interesting stuff. Okay. All right, Sumerians-Annunaki. The first time I ever learned about the Anunnaki and the Sumerians was when I was 18 years old, and I read the book War of Gods and Men by Zecharia Sitchin. The Sumerians were an ancient civilization. I decided to do a reading on Sumerians and Anunnaki after I did a reading on goddess Inanna, Ishtar, and ancient Babylon. The Sumerians are said to have flourished between century 4100 to 1750 BCE, founded in Mesopotamia but still debated. Situated between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers in the area that became Babylonia and now is known as southern Iraq. They are known as the first astronomers. One of the greatest sources of information on ancient Mesopotamia is the King List, a clay tablet that has names of the rulers of Sumer and the lengths of their reigns documented on it. One early king is said to have lived for 43,000 years. Those general messages was talking about a long time, living for a long period of time. It was I think it was a maple. Oh man. Okay, anyway. It includes Sumer's lone female monarch in the form of Kubaba, a woman tavern keeper, who supposedly took the throne sometime around 2500 BC. They were famously known to be drinking beer. That syrup, the maple, okay? There was a goddess Sumerian brewing called Ninkasi. The Sumerians seem to have first developed cuneiform writing, the Gilgamesh tablet, dated to sometime around 3400 BC, consisting of several hundred characters that ancient scribes used to write words or syllables on what clay tablets, then they'd bake it in the sun. They were well-traveled trade merchants. There is the Epic of Gilgamesh, a 3,000-line poem that follows the adventures of a Sumerian king as he battles a forest monster and quests after the secret of eternal life. Gilgamesh was a hero in ancient Mesopotamia. The Sumerians worshipped deities that numbered in the hundreds and even in the thousands, possibly. It is said these deities were anthropomorphic beings and were meant to represent the natural forces of the world. The most important god in the Sumerian pantheon is An, also known as Anu, was believed to be a sky god. We were just getting that with the eagle. And was initially regarded to be the lord of the heavens or the supreme deity. Later on, An or Anu's leadership role was either shared or taken over by other gods. Another main deity was Enlil, an air god. We were getting air, god of wind and storms, who was a son of An and Ki. Enlil took over his father's role as the king of the gods. In some Sumerian myths, Enlil has been depicted as a kind of a creator god. His primary consort was Ninlil, goddess of the south wind, and Ninurta was the son of Enlil and Ninlil. Enlil is said to have separated his father and mother, thus marking the beginning of creation. There was also Enki, another deity to the Akkadians and Babylonians, and was known as Ea, associated with wisdom, magic, and incantations, and was one of the three most powerful gods in the Sumerian pantheon. The other two were Anna and Enlil. There was the goddess Inanna, may have been the most popular deity, known to the Assyrians and Babylonians as Ishtar, the goddess of sexuality, passion, love, and war. The most important deities are called the Sumerian Seven. Apart from the An, Anu, Enlil, Enki, and Inanna, there was Utu, sun god and god of justice, said to be the twin brother of Inanna. Another is Ninhursag, who was worshipped as the mother goddess. The last of the Sumerian Seven was Nanna, the god of the moon and of wisdom, considered to be the father of Inanna. The Sumerians used mathematics, literature, law codes, trade networks over land and sea. They had timber, stone, and minerals. They were fond of precious stones, especially lapis lazuli. Where's my lapis? It's right here. Here's a little piece of lapis. It's blue with like golden specks in it. It's not showing up very well. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Their mathematics and measurements are still used today. The Sumerian culture was lost to history until the 19th century when French and British archaeologists found Sumerian artifacts while looking for evidence of the Assyrians. Since then, archaeologists have recovered many pieces of Sumerian art, pottery, and sculptures, as well as some 500,000 clay tablets. Now the Anunnaki, a group of deities of the ancient Sumerians, Akkadians, Assyrians, and Babylonians, from Anunnaki.org. All of these websites will be listed in the description below. The Anunnaki are believed to be immortal ancient gods that inhabited the earth during the Sumerian time in Mesopotamia. The exact origins of the Sumerians are unknown, and the original homeland of them are unknown as well. It is believed that they came from the east, but whether by sea or from the highlands is unknown. We know that they are not local people because their language belongs to an isolated language group. During the 5th millennium BC, a people known as the Ubadians established settlements in the region later known as Sumer, Mesopotamia. It has been noted that there are clear similarities between the Ubadia artwork and of Old Europe Vinca culture, which flourished century 6000 through 3,500 BC. At around 3,250 BC, other people migrated from its homeland, located probably northeast of Mesopotamia, and began to intermarry with the native population. The newcomers, who became known as Sumerians, spoke an Agglutinative language, unrelated apparently to any other known language. The first Sumerian ruler of the historical record, Atena, king of Kish, about 2800 BC, was described in a document written centuries later as the man who stabilized all glands. The early dynastic period of Sumer covers the part of the 3rd millennium BC from 2800 to 2400 BC and ends with the conquest of Sumer by a Semitic king of the north, Sargon I of Akkad. I have to write down a question really fast. I want to know if the Sumerian language came from the Anunnaki. Sorry about that. Come from the Anunnaki, and I wanted to ask if all of the Anunnaki was a certain way, and we'll understand that later on, which we will probably have a part 2. I usually do. Okay, so now, after the kingship descended from heaven, the kingship was in Eredug. In Eredug, Alulim became king. He ruled for 20,800 years. Alajar ruled for 36,000 years. Two kings, they ruled for 64,800 years. Then Eredug fell, and the kingship was taken to Bab de Bria. There, Inanna ruled for 43,200 years, so on and so on. In 5 cities, 8 kings ruled for 241,200 years. So the Sumerians are amongst the first people to leave sophisticated records of their astronomical observations. Their fascination with the heavens is apparent in the large number of seals and cuneiform clay tablets unearthed of an astronomical nature. The Sumerians are said to be the first to divide both space and time by units of 6. Wow. The modern division of the year into 12 months, the 24 hours of each day, the division of hours into 60 minutes and 60 seconds, and the divisions of the circle sphere by 360 degrees, each composed of 60 minutes and 60 seconds of an arc, are all said to be Sumerian developments. Very interesting. The Sumerians believed in the importance of the Pleiades, showing it in several clay tablets, seals, Sumerian texts, and images, in addition to being thought of as the 7 great gods gathered together, the Sumerian 7. The morning setting of Pleiades was used to mark the beginning and end of the agricultural year. The cylinder seal VA-243, State Museum, East Berlin, shows a star with several planets, 11, surrounding it. However, as there are no known records of the Sumerians having knowledge of any more than 5 planets in our system. Now, the Nephilim, offspring from the Anunnaki and human beings, were on the earth in those days, supposedly. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days and also afterward when the sons of God went to the daughters of men and had children by them. So I also did a reading on the Nephilim. They were the heroes of old, men of renown. Genesis 6:4. Sitchin believes that they genetically engineered the modern-day human race by crossbreeding with Homo erectus. They did this to use humans as a slave species race in order to mine gold from the earth. It is a fact that ancient mining operations have been confirmed. They have been unearthed in Africa. According to Sitchin's interpretations of Sumerian cosmology in the 12th planet, there is a hypothetical planet that follows a long elliptical orbit, reaching the inner solar system of roughly every 3,600 years. This planet is called Nibiru, Planet X, the planet associated with Marduk in Babylonian cosmology. Nibiru collided catastrophically with Tiamat, another hypothetical planet that was between Mars and Jupiter. The collision was said to have formed planet Earth. Ooh. The asteroid belt and the comets. I cannot speak. Okay. Tiamat, as outlined in the Enuma Elish, is a goddess. According to the author, however, Tiamat may have been what we now know as Earth when struck by one of the planet Nibiru's moons. Tiamat split in 2. On the second pass, Nibiru itself struck the broken fragments, and one half of Tiamat became the asteroid belt. The second half, struck again by one of Nibiru's moons, was pushed into a new orbit and became today's planet Earth. Wow. However, Sitchin's theories maintains that it would explain Earth's peculiar early geography due to the cleaving from the celestial collision, i.e. solid continents and I don't know if that's what it's supposed to say. I think so. Oh man. And one side and a giant ocean. Yeah. Solid continents on one side and a giant ocean on the other, and would also explain why the earth is layered in sediments. Okay, there we go. According to Sitchin, Nibiru was the home of a technologically advanced human-like extraterrestrial race called the Anunnaki in Sumerian myth, who were called the Nephilim in the Bible. He claims that the gods first arrived on Earth probably 450,000 years ago. The supreme deity sent them here looking for minerals, especially gold, which they found in mine in Africa. These ancient gods of the Anunnaki were the rank and file workers of the colonial expedition to Earth from planet Nibiru. Sitchin believes the Anunnaki genetically engineered Homo sapiens as slave creatures to mine gold by cross-extraterrestrial genes with those of the Homo erectus. Sitchin claims that Sumerian texts, ancient inscriptions report that human civilization in Sumer of Mesopotamia was set up under the guidance of these gods, and human kingship was inaugurated to serve as an intermediary between the Anunnaki and mankind. Sitchin believes that fallout from nuclear weapons used during a war between factions of the extraterrestrials is the evil wind that destroyed around 2000 BC. Sitchin claims the exact year is 2024 BC, which is so weird. We are almost at 2024 next year. As recorded in the Lament for Sitchin claims that his research coincides with many biblical texts and that the biblical texts come originally from the Sumerian writings of their history. Ooh, I have to write that down as well. I forgot to. Sorry. Let's see, how should I write this? Come originally from Sumerian writings. Okay. We'll see. All right, now, from Gaia.com now, Sumer was a handful of city-states initially ruled by priests, each organized around a city and temple, now called the ziggurat, okay? The ziggurat dedicated to the Anunnaki were layered pyramids with flat tops. Sumerians worshipped the Anunnaki, said to be the children of Earth, and Sky on the sky god, and Ki, the Earth goddess. So I covered the ziggurat in the Babylonian part 2. Chief among them, Enlil, god of air, author Michael Cremo of Forbidden Archaeology, along with Zacharias Sitchin, Eric von Dunigan, author of Chariots of the Gods, all make compelling arguments that the Anunnaki were in fact off-world beings posing as gods. These theories gave birth to the ancient astronaut hypothesis, asserting that off-world beings have been posing as gods to influence human affairs for millennia. There have been ancient mining tunnels found in South Africa, as well as relics and links to the Sumerians. Researcher Michael Tellinger said, "No one knows why they wanted gold. No one knows how much was taken. The Anunnaki introduced the concepts of money, finance, and debt to human societies." While no lists of the Anunnaki pantheon exist, it is known that each Sumerian city-state had its own Anunnaki god overseer assigned by senior Anunnaki Marduk. Some perhaps inspired by Theosophical Society founder Helena Blavatsky's book, The Secret Doctrine, I've talked about her in previous readings before, assert that the Anunnaki were a reptilian race that survives to this day, deep entrenched in human affairs. She wrote in her book Dragon Men, who influenced the lost Lemurian civilization. And David Icke has been the disclosure conspiracy lecture circuit since 1999. He accurately reported that UK TV and radio star Jimmy Savile was a rampant pedo, proven true after Savile's death in 2011. But Icke believes the imposter Anunnaki gods continue to manipulate humanity from seats of political, corporate, and financial power worldwide. He explains that these beings not only exploit humans, but feed off collective fear. Many share Icke's view. On the surface, the Anunnaki reptilian narrative appears to be a completely unbelievable hypothesis, but follow the breadcrumbs for a fascinating story reaching from ancient times to modern. So, David Icke's book, The Biggest Secret. I received this book when I was 18 years old, and I've read it all. The Biggest Secret, David Icke. I highly recommend this book. Okay, Anyway, let's see if we can get confirmation on the stories, myths, etc. on Sumerian and the Anunnaki. What can we find out more about them? Can we gain more clarity on, we did get that clarity in the general energy messages, clarity on where they originated from. Is it really Nibiru, Planet X for the Anunnaki? Did the Bible speak of the Anunnaki, calling them the Nephilim? Let's find out. Open minds, okay? You have to have an open mind. Open minds are important. We don't learn anything if we do not have an open mind. And that's for anything and everything. And for everyone, okay? So again, all this information is for entertainment purposes only. Truth is always stranger than fiction. Let's begin here in just a minute. I got to relight my incense and get a tarot deck out, and we're going to begin. I'm so excited. Light my sage a little bit. All right. You know what? I'm going to light one more incense because some like to go out. I do have a root chakra one going, and now I'm lighting a crown chakra one. All right, we're going to begin at 26. We'll begin at 26. We'll do 26. All right. Okay, guys, here we go. We're going to start with Tarot of a Moon Garden. And my first question is, were the Sumerians somewhat descendants of the Anunnaki? I think we're going to get a lot more information, though, as we go. So, were the Sumerians somewhat descendants of the Anunnaki? Well, that was quick. My goodness. Okay, so we have the Eight of Pentacles. 8 is about death, rebirth, changes, transformation, endings, and new beginnings, incarnations. 8 of Pentacles is a job, working. It reminds me of them creating, mixing their genes with Homo erectus to create a slave race. And the world card's on the bottom because this is a job card, working. The actual job, creating, mastering, working card. And then the world. Check that out. Oh my gosh. So is this them, the Anunnaki, creating humanity for a slave race? Oh my gosh. I didn't think we were going to get this right off the bat. Okay, so now we have 4 of Pentacles. Well, the 4th house is about home, family, structure, stability, solid foundation. 4 of Pentacles is kind of confinement, confining, well, slaves. It's about keeping them confined in a mentality and, I mean, making them work, right? This is confinement, hoarding, a user, hoarding, confining, holding on too tightly. Okay, let's move on. We're going to get more questions and answers, all right? So, were the Anunnaki of human origin? Yes or no? Ooh, interesting. We have an Ace of Staffs, which is an Ace of Wands. This would be a yes for me. Aces is usually a yes for me, but this Ace of Wands is Ace of Staffs. This Ace is a new beginning. Okay, it's always about planting new seeds, new beginnings. Well, the Wands is about fire, action, passion. The Ace of Wands is grabbing the magic wand to make things happen, to manifest things, to create new things, to have new passions, to take new actions, to have new magic. That's interesting. I may just get maybe an oracle. New beginnings to manifest. Okay. But are they? I think they came to Earth. Did they travel to Earth? Is that where they came from? Did the Anunnaki travel to Earth? Is that where they came from? Because I think that's coming here to manifest things, magic, etc. So did they travel and come to Earth? Well, now we have a 7 of Cups. Oh my goodness. And the stars on the bottom. Okay. So I think they came here to manifest things, to take action, to create this right here. Slavery, seriously. These cards. Okay. Again, all for entertainment purposes only. But the 7 of Cups, this is some kind of like dreams, fantasy land, head in the clouds, your dreams, multiple opportunities. And then the star, look, multiple opportunities, multiple things. Well, it wasn't just gold, okay, that supposedly they came here for. Stars, the stars, seriously. This is Aquarius energy. This is my star being guidance, the stars card, channeling vulnerability, but this is star beings. Holy cow. Came to Earth for multiple opportunities to manifest, begin new things, to master new things. Holy cow. All right, so are the Nephilim and Anunnaki the same thing? Are the Nephilim and Anunnaki the same thing? Which I don't think so, because I did a reading on the Nephilim. But are the Nephilim and Anunnaki the same thing? Okay, so we have the 3 of Staffs, 3 of Wands. So 3's about communication, transportation, journeys, technology even. And the 3 of Wands is about plans, planning things, embarking on new journeys and trading. So this is going along with what the information is about them that we read, okay? And the dragon boat on the waters. Interesting, okay? All right, so, or are the Nephilim descendants of the Anunnaki? Are the Nephilim somewhat descendants of the Anunnaki? Are the Nephilim descendants of the Anunnaki? Well, yes, they are. We have an Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles is about earthly, earth plane. Aces is a yes, new beginnings. Ace of Pentacles can be planting new seeds, new beginnings, but that's a yes, okay? All right. So, were the Sumerians genetically altered, engineered? Were the Sumerians genetically altered, engineered? The Sumerians, okay? Page of Swords. Okay, pages can be young, immature. Ooh, Sumerians new? Like a young human race? Or of humanity, Homo sapiens possibly? But the Page of Swords can be moving to a more solid ground, tiptoeing. It could be spies, stalking, watching. This could be moving to more solid ground with plans and ideas, information. So, I think they could have been like a young early, the first of maybe our human race as we know it. Okay, so now we have a 5 of Cups. 5s is about changes, transformations. Well, we were talking about altered, engineered. And the Cups is feelings and emotions, water, liquid. 5 of Cups can be regret or draining or something going down the drain. Feelings and emotions going down the drain. It could be portals and doorways for me as well. Oh, did the Sumerians come through some kind of portal? Did the Sumerians come through some kind of portal or doorway? Well, possibly, because we have a Queen of Swords. This is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. Air, words, communication. The Queen of Swords is all about truth, justice, balance. She cuts out any BS. She protects her feelings and emotions. So this for me would be true. There's a dragon wing and a dragon behind her. Oh, very interesting. I was getting that in, I believe, the first part of my Babylon reading, which I will have the goddess Inanna, the Babylon readings listed in the description below for you guys. Okay, so now, did the Nephilim and have Anunnaki DNA and human DNA? Did the Nephilim have Anunnaki and human DNA? Six of Pentacles. Six is about health, wellness, daily routines, the body. Interesting. Pentacles is earthly, earth plane, on earth. Six of Pentacles is, oh yes, this is absolutely true, because this is not just gifts and presents. This is giving to two and generosity. Generous. This is giving to two. I get a yes with that. Okay, so is it true that Anunnaki had children with Homo erectus? Queen of Staffs, which is the Queen of Wands, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. So, this may not be a type of mating thing, okay? But this Queen of Wands is about intuition, communication. She gets self-recognition. She's in the spotlight on the stage. She reclaims her power. She stands up for her power. She's very passionate and action-oriented. It's like there was some kind of action taken. Okay, was this technological? Was this somehow technological, the Anunnaki and the Homo erectus people? Is this more about technological? The Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is a number 12 of the major arcanas. Number 12, the number 12 reduces to a 3. Communication, transportation, journeys, and technology, because the third house rules technology. So the Hangman is a whole new perspective, looking at things very differently. It can be sacrifice, limbo, hanging at free will. It could also be upside down world, not living in reality. But I get this is absolutely technological, and it flipped everything on Earth. So let's ask again from another tarot deck. Maybe we can ask it in a slightly different way. Let's do the Revelations Tarot. So did the Anunnaki technologically have children with the Homo erectus people? The Fool. Interesting. He's a major arcana. The Fool is the 0 of the major arcana. 0 is starting from nothing. Interesting. So the Fool is new adventures, new journeys, being adventurous, spontaneous. And there's a baby here. I think so. And I think it was a bit more of like a new journey, a new adventure, a new path, a leap of faith. Wow. Okay. Was Planet X Nibiru close to Earth at one point? Was Planet X Nibiru close to Earth at one point? 7 of Pentacles. 7 is relationships, partnerships, unions. It almost reminds me of like a conjunction of the planets, like Earth and Nibiru, like they were super close together in astrology. So the Pentacles is something tangible. It could be the planets. 7 of Pentacles is planting seeds, though. Planting new things to grow everything abundant that you want later on in life, to align things later on to achieve your goals. So let's ask if it's true, does it orbit every 3,800 years like they say? Does the Nibiru orbit near Earth every 3,800 years like they say? 8 of Pentacles. 8 is death, rebirth, changes, transformation. It's the everflow, infinity, infinite. The 8 of Pentacles is the job card. It's the working, mastering, and creating. Could be creativity. Well, we asked 3,800 years. This image, seriously, look at this image. It looks almost like the stars and aligning and orbiting. I think so. I think so. It's like it works its way around in orbit. Wow. Okay. Was Nibiru visible in our sky back to like the Sumerians? Was Nibiru able to be seen in the sky with the naked eye by the like Sumerians? Wow. Temperance. So that's Sagittarius energy. Number 14, fire. 14, we could add that up to a 5. Changes, transformations. So temperance can be angel guidance or higher guides. Archangels, Archangel Michael. It can be celebration, mixing of cups, balance. Weird. So we got another type of alignment, and this also can be divine timing. Okay, I think it may have been seen. Okay. Okay, it's like, this looks really light, like a bright star. So were the Sumerians able to see Nibiru in the night sky? Let's get another confirmation. Were the Sumerians able to actually see Nibiru in the night sky? 7 of Wands. 7 again. 7 is relationships, partnerships, unions. Okay. Wands is fire, passion, action. That temperance is fiery. 7 of Wands is kind of like defensive energy. Feeling defensive. Fighting back. It could be standing up for your beliefs. It could also be building up some kind of protective bubble to protect yourself, what you're doing, your work. I don't know. I don't know. Defensive. Defense. Defense? Weird. So, I'm not sure. I don't know. Okay, let's move on. Are the Anunnaki the reptilians? Are the Anunnaki really the reptilians? Are the Anunnaki really the reptilians? Holy cow. Wow, we got 2 cards. I think so. Yeah, I think so. Which I'm a believer anyway. So we got the Hierophant. It is Taurus energy. It's a number 5 of the major arcanas. He's some kind of leader. It could be spiritual or religious. It goes really well with Sumerian myths and stories. And he holds the key. We were talking about the key in the general energy messages to society. It could be conformity, rules, establishments, contracts. Then we have the Queen of Swords again. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. She holds the truth sword. She stands up for the truth, balance, clarity, justice, and she protects her emotions. She cuts out BS, but I think this is absolutely true. Check that out. It reminds me of their priests back then in Sumeria, but it also reminds me of the POPE. All right. I think I'm going to get another tarot deck. Here's the cards, you guys. Again, all for entertainment purposes only. So, now let's get out the Muse Tarot. I may pull a few oracle throughout the reading. If not, I'll pull some afterwards. Okay. Did the Anunnaki create some kind of slave race? Well, we got that in the very beginning, didn't we? Let's ask with the Muse Tarot, though. Get a confirmation. Did the Anunnaki create a slave race? Did the Anunnaki create a slave race, please? Divine source, creator, protectors, ancestors of love and light only. Wow, well, that's interesting. We have a 6 of materials, which is a 6 of pentacles. Remember, that's giving to 2, generosity, presence or presence. Generous. And then we have an 8 of materials now. 8 of pentacles, again, that's that working card. Mastering, creating. Yeah! It's like creating, generous, using 2, Anunnaki, Homo erectus possibly, for working a job. So here's this one, 6 of materials, 6 of pentacles. And the 8 of materials, 8 of pentacles. Again! Okay, oops. All right, so now let's move on. More confirmation. Okay, here we go. Is that where we sort of derived from? Is that sort of where we derived from? Or came from? One card, please, from the Muse Tarot. Is that sort of where we derived from, came from? 5 of inspiration, 5 of wands. Okay, 5's about changes and transformations. Wow. So yeah, there was some kind of change and transformation. All right. The wands, inspiration, action, fire, passion. But the 5 of wands is about battles and war, struggling, fighting, a tug of war. Interesting. We came from a battle, a war, a tug of war. It could be drama, arguments, struggles, conflict. A conflict. Weird. Did we come from some kind of like conflict, war, battle? Did we come from some kind of like conflict, war, battle? 2 of emotions, 2 of cups. Well, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of, we also have the tower on the bottom, which fell out. Anyway, this reminds me of RH, negative blood type, and the other. 2 of cups, 2 of emotions. It could be 2 energies, 2 people, a relationship. And then we have tower. So the tower can be Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, fire. It's lightning striking, crumbling of a foundation, crumbling of a faulty foundation, total upheaval, change, transformation, pulling the rug out from underneath your feet. It goes really well with that 5 of wands. Wow. That's interesting. So, did the RH negative blood come from the Anunnaki? No. 10 of materials, 10 for Misa, no. 10 of materials is 10 of pentacles. It's your most happy, financial, material, abundant life, home, family, solid foundation, and structure. But there's this tree here. Connections, network, community. I don't think the RH negative came from Anunnaki. Did the RH negative come from, let's say, Christ? Jesus Christ. Did RH negative blood come from Jesus Christ? Nine of voices. So the Nine of Swords. Swords is words, air, communication, voices. Ninth house rules spirituality, faith, higher learning, higher education, higher knowledge. The Nine of Swords can be dark night of the soul, can't eat, sleep, think, in your head, depression, anxiety, feeling surrounded. She's in the clouds. I think more about like connection with the stars or something. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let's move on. So, did the Anunnaki come from Nibiru? Did the Anunnaki come from Nibiru? Yes. Yeah, they did. We have the Magician, which is the first major arcana of the tarot. It's a number 1. The Magician has all the tools to create and master and make things happen. The Magician, it's magic. This is a huge yes. It almost looks like 4 planets, though, on the table. Maybe they came from 4 different planets, but the 4th house is about home, family, structure, stability. Did they come from 4 different planets? Did Anunnaki come from 4 different planets, including the Nibiru? Did the Anunnaki come from 4 different planets, including Nibiru? 1 card, please. Yeah. Yeah, I think so, you guys, because we have the Awakening, which is the Judgment card. And the Judgment card for me in the tarot is the biggest, hugest yeses, biggest yes I could get out of the entire tarot. So this is a yes for me. And it's a number 20 of the major arcana. It's a 2. The second house is earth, earth plane, earthly things. Well, I get that. This is absolute truth. And look at the image as well. I think they came from 4 main planets, including Nibiru. Wow. Trippy. Interesting. Okay. So, oh, did they come here 450,000 years ago, like Sitchin believes? Did the Anunnaki come here to Earth 450,000 years ago, like Sitchin believes? 5 of emotions, 5 of cups. 5 is changes and transformations. Emotions, cups, feelings, liquid. 5 of cups can be that regret and draining or something going down the drain, but it also can be that vortex or portal doorways for me. Okay, did they come through some kind of portal gateway 450,000 years ago? Is that what that means? Okay. Knight of emotions now, Knight of Cups. So the Knights are the warriors. They wear the armor. Okay, so the Knight of Cups, he wears his heart on his sleeve. He's sensitive, sympathetic. He may spread love letters and love messages. He may share and pour his emotions and feelings out there and gets turned down a lot, so he doesn't always finish the race. Water. It just reminds me of water, the sea. Oh, the sea. It reminds me of the Lemurian civilization. Did they come to the Lemurian civilization 450,000 years ago? Did the Anunnaki go to the Lemurian civilization 450,000 years ago? Is that what that means? Is that what that means? Page of inspiration. Pages can be young and mature. New. It could be an opportunity, a message, an offer, or something new. And inspiration is wands. And that we got that before. It's to have new passions, new magic, to wave the magic wand and master things and make things happen, manifest things, to have magic. It's this colorful cloud from the sky. There's 2 cats representing intuition. New magic, new manifestations. Did the Anunnaki, let's say, descend out of a doorway, portal, gateway to the Lemurian civilization. Whoa. 8 of voices. 8 is death, rebirth, regeneration, incarnation, reincarnation, endings and new beginnings. The voices, swords, air. They were said to descend out of the air. And the 8 of swords can be like an imprisonment, jail, locked up, tied up, feeling tied up. But I get that they came in new from the air. New into the air. Huh. And it goes well with the cloud. Did they first show themselves to the Lemurian civilization? Did the Anunnaki first show themselves to the Lemurian civilization? 3 of inspiration, so the 3 wands. 3 is about communication, transportation, journeys, and technology. The wands is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Fire, action, passion. So this 3 wands can be plans, planning things, embarking on a new journey, and trading. Oh, we might be, I don't know, there's almost a doorway there. A journey. All right, let's move on. Okay, for what? What did the Anunnaki truly come to Earth for? Was it really gold and minerals? Was it really gold and minerals? Why did the Anunnaki really come to Earth? Was it really for like gold and minerals and stuff? Jeez. A 7 of materials, 7 of pentacles. Again, 7 is relationships, unions, partnerships. And the materials is earthly, earth plane. Tangible things. It could be the minerals, precious stones, gold. But the 7 of pentacles is planting new seeds to grow everything abundant that you want. To harvest later on, to achieve and accomplish later on. And this is going out to the stars. It's like from the stars to earth. Transporting earthly materials. Dang. Okay. Were they sent to transport earthly materials back to their planet or planets? Or at least out to space? The star. Again, Aquarius energy. Number 17, we could add that up to an 8. Death, rebirth, transformations, endings, and new beginnings. The star. The stars. Vulnerability, channeling, star being guidance. Look at that. Wow. Holy cow. Okay. What for? Was it for their civilization? Was it for their back home type civilization? Was it for like their civilization back home? The earthly materials? 6 of voices. 6 is health, wellness, routines, boundaries, organization. Voices is swords, air, words, communication, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, energy. 6 of voices is moving out of troubled waters, moving to a more calmer ground in trouble. So it's like, did they need a new home or something? No. Shoot. Well, moving out of troubled waters, moving to a more calmer ground and travel. Maybe it was their traveling abilities. Was it for their traveling abilities like ships or something? Was the earthly materials for all that? Now we have a page of materials. Interesting. Page of Pentacles. Pages can be young and mature or something new. An offer, a message, or an opportunity to plant new seeds. My goodness. To plant something to grow what you want to achieve later on in life. It could be finances, anything material. She is merging into the rose. It's like she's cloaking as a rose. Weird. Cloaking abilities? Was this for some kind of cloaking abilities? earthly materials. I think so. Ace of Inspiration, Ace of Wands. Aces is a yes for me. Ace of Wands can be a male symbol. It could be magic, manifesting, passion, actions. This is a yes for me. Wow. Okay, super interesting. Now, did the Anunnaki create Homo sapiens to mine gold? What for? Well, I think we already got the answer. Yes, and we got another Queen of Swords, the third one. Okay, Queen of Swords is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. It's an air sign. They're air signs. She stands for truth. She wields the truth sword. So we got another yes. Wow. Okay, here in a minute, I'm going to end this as a part 1. And I'll come back for part 2. Were these ancient mining tunnels in South Africa from Sumerians mining gold? Queen of Materials, interesting. Oh, and 8 of Inspiration, 8 of Wands. Okay, so the Queen of Materials is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, earthly. She's all about security. She has security. She's materially abundant, financially abundant. And then this 8 of Inspiration, this 8 of Wands, 8 is death, rebirth, changes, transformation. This 8 of Wands can be something coming in very, very fast, sudden, and swift for the material and financial type of abundance and security. I think they came in fast. Wow. Okay, let's get another deck. Let's do the Universal Fantasy Tarot. Okay. Universal Fantasy Tarot. Okay, was it the Sumerians like went there really fast to South Africa and mined this gold really fast? King of Wands. Okay, so that's Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, fire, passion, action. This image is really interesting. It goes along with what we were talking about of what they needed the materials for and the gold for, okay? I'll show you the image in a second. The King of Wands is, he's very action-oriented. He always wins. He may have an ego. He does have loyalty of some sort, okay? And check out this image. Look what's in the background in the sky. Again, all for entertainment purposes only. So, was it for the Anunnaki? Like they say, was this mining gold for the Anunnaki? Oh my goodness, the Chariot. The Chariot is actually Cancer energy. It's a number 7 of the major arcanas. 7th house is relationships, unions, partnerships. The Chariot is a vehicle. Ships. Wow. Okay, this also can be warriors. It could be a warrior spirit. It could be forward movement, full speed ahead. Look at that. Okay. Okay. Getting it more and more. It's mixing opposing energies well. They're outside of this crazy ass palace. And this can be in control and taking the reins of like the horses to control where they go. Well, that explains it. That goes perfectly well with what we just read. Were these ancient mining tunnels in South Africa from Sumerians mining gold for the Anunnaki? I absolutely think so. Oh my gosh. Okay, one last question and I'm going to end this. Were these deities that the Sumerians worshipped really Anunnaki? Were the deities that Sumerians worshipped Anunnaki? Were these deities the Sumerians worshipped Anunnaki? 7 of Pentacles. We got that again. 7 is relationships, unions, partnerships. It could be romantic partners, marriage. But the 7 of Pentacles is planting those seeds. Ooh, it reminds me of planting seeds in people's heads. Okay, and this is to achieve and grow everything abundant that you want later on in life. It's like they're seeing this unicorn, this magical unicorn, but like almost hiding from it, but seeing it at the same time. Wow. Okay. Okay, so like Enlil, Enki, and Inanna. So was Enki, Enlil, and Inanna, Ninhursag, Utu, and all the others really Anunnaki beings, people, whatever they are? Temperance. This is a major arcana. A number 14. Change, or add those up, you get 5. Change, transformation. Temperance is Sagittarius fire energy. It's some kind of higher beings, higher guides, archangels. They could have been that to the Sumerians, which is said. This could be divine timing, mixing of cups, celebration. Wow. I kind of think so. I kind of think so. Let's get one more confirmation card. Were they actually Anunnaki beings? Were they actually Anunnaki beings? Please? Were they actually Anunnaki beings? Can we get a confirmation? 6 of Cups. 6th house is about health, wellness, daily routines, boundaries, organization. Cups is water, emotions, feelings. So, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Well, the 6 of Cups is something about childhood, memories, somebody or something you've known for a long time, something about the past. Okay. So, I think them, Enki, Enlil, Inanna, Ninhursag, Utu, and those other ones may have been like children of the Anunnaki. Is that correct? Were they descendants or children of the Anunnaki? One card, please. Were they actually descendants? Okay, maybe not one. All right, so now we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune is the number 10 of the major arcana. 10 is about fulfillment, completion, cycles, endings, and new beginnings. Well, goes along with what we were getting. The Wheel of Fortune is about fate, destiny, karma, cycling through karmic lessons, the astrological wheel, the wheel turning, fortune, money. Now we have a Knight of Cups. Knights wear the armor. They're the battlers. The Knight of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. He wears his heart on his sleeve. He's he wears his heart on his sleeve. He's sensitive, sympathetic. But I think that they came around, were born as like different type of beings. I want to know if these deities were Nephilim and not, they were descendants of Anunnaki, but I want to know if they're Nephilim. So was Enki, Enlil, Inanna, Ninhursag, Utu, and those other deities actually Nephilim? Were they actually Nephilim? Now we have a Knight of Pentacles, another warrior wearing the armor. Pentacles, earthly things. Knight of Pentacles, he is a dark horse. He always finishes the race. He may leave clues and breadcrumbs behind, but he's very determined. Nothing's going to stand in his way. Well, it's this smaller person thing on this squirrel. I don't know. Let's get an oracle, and we're going to end this as a part 1. All right, let's use, let's see. Let's use Gateway of Light Activation by Kyle Gray. Book. Yeah, we're going to end this as a part 1 of Sumerian-Annunaki. Okay. Can we get any confirmation, any messages from the Gateway of Light activation by Kyle Gray? Please, Divine Source, Creator, Protectors, Ancestors of Love and Light only. Can we get just one? Can we get just one, please? Thank you. Shambhala initiations. Interesting. Initiation. It says retreating to recharge. Trusting in the process, and Dharma. There's this, it's like this vibrational frequency emitting out into the stars in the universe. Shambhala initiations. And it says Shambhala or Shambhala, also known as Shangri-La, is a city of light said to be hidden somewhere in the Himalayas near Tibet. According to theosophical teachings, this etheric retreat is where we can come into contact with some of the greatest spiritual adepts, enlightened teachers, and divine masters to ever walk the earth. Oh, I do not own the rights to the commercials. Oh, I can't skip. Okay. In Buddhism and Hinduism, Shambhala is said to be the home of the god Shiva and the Buddha's enlightened beings. Man. Okay, there we go. And in the... Wait, whoa. Okay, we're good. And in the Bon tradition, every year thousands make a pilgrimage to Mount Kailash, the supposed location of the hidden city, as this is said to bring good fortune. We can visit the etheric retreat of Shambhala during the dream state, astral travel, and meditation. If you feel it is calling you, or that the energies of this gateway seem familiar, you may have been there before. The Golden Temple of Shambhala sits in the heart of the Himalayas, between the physical and non-physical, and is said to appear to seekers who are ready to expand their awareness. It is a sacred, energetic temple of the enlightened masters, particularly those who are connected to the Eastern traditions. They form a great galactic and universal council of elders who support the tuning of the Wheel of Dharma. It reminds me of that wheel we just had, the Wheel of Fortune. They form a great galactic and universal council. Oh, I just read this. Who support the turning of the Wheel of Dharma. Dharma is a Sanskrit word that relates to the unfolding of our life path. With your hands in the prayer position. We're good on that one. When things quieten down in your life, know that this isn't a failure, but an opportunity to retreat and recharge. In the busyness of the physical world, our spirit is often playing catch up with our body, to the point that it gets used to being overactive and overworked. It reminds me of the slave race, okay? When the great masters of the Shambhala come to you, they are encouraging you to take time to be away from the outer world and dive into the inner world. If you have been moving full speed ahead, this gateway encourages you to slow down and retreat. Take time to gather your energy, spend time in meditation, and reflect in order to gain a clear awareness of your current situation. You will uncover many insights and gifts during this period. Realize that there is a master awakening within. Kept talking about these masters. They were deities. Okay? It doesn't have to be exactly Shambhala. It's what we read in the key words we were getting. All right? Okay. So that's going to be the end of part 1 of Sumerian-Annunaki. And again, all this information is for entertainment purposes only. Truth is always stranger than fiction. Let me glow, let you glow. Use your discernment. Unconditional love and light. So be it. If you guys want me to cover any topics, just let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share if you want to. And thank you so much for being here. All right. See you in part 2.